Alright, it's the sack of gimmicks from Morphicon. So, hello Tokusatsu community and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today we have a really fun thing to take a look at here. So this is a tote bag that I filled with all of the random gimmicks that I got at Power Morphicon. So I already separated this kind of into a video, so I pulled all the Ranger keys out of here and I did my own dedicated episode of Project Unlock for this. But in here is all of the gimmick items that I got either from the Anime Jungle grab $20 worth of gimmicks in a bag, which was actually a lot more than $20 worth of gimmicks, or I got these from like the Planet Toys bin for some of them, I think is what the name of that booth was, just other random stuff. So basically I got a lot of gimmicks at Morphicon, and what's really fun is that I get to now play with some of my Kamen Rider drivers a little bit more, and I got a couple Kamen Rider drivers at Morphicon, which you might have seen in my Morphicon video, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive into here with everything that we got and kind of just briefly talk about it all. And there's also Sentai gimmicks in here as well. This video is going to be primarily Kamen Rider related, and I'm going to title it something like that. But very first off the top here, we have this empty bag of these Nuts, which are these Kamen Rider like Weeble Wobbles, but they don't fall down kind of thing. That's what they're called, right? So these were being handed out by Toku Collectibles at the Team Kamen Rider panel on the Saturday. So this is an empty bag. The actual one I got is in here somewhere. But these are fun. So obviously you can see that they go up to Revice. You have a bunch of different options. You even have like civilians, which is fun. So like I think that's Aguilera. I think that's Icky. So I'm assuming that the riders are, I'm assuming the only ones that are civilian characters are Revice people. But fun little thing. So that's kind of the first thing that's on top of here. And then these are from the Anime Jungle booth. These are two of them. Where's the third one? There is a third one in here, I promise you. We'll find it along the way, if I can't find it in the next, 5 seconds. But basically, they had these, at the same booth that they had the grab whatever you can fit in the bag for $20 gimmicks, they had these Kamen Rider, Ganbarizing cards, or Ganbaride cards. So this was a pack of 3 for $10. So you got 3 packs like this for $10. And these are 2 of the packs, so I definitely want to go through those cards for a minute at least. And like I said, I know there's a third set of them in here somewhere, but I don't know where they ran off to. But let's see, the first kind of gimmicks we got here is we got some lock seeds. So I'm going to try to organize this kind of in gimmick order, I suppose. But I did get an O's lock seed. This is a deluxe O's lock seed, which was the only way that the O's lock seed was released. There is no batteries in this thing, but I assume that it works. I don't see why it wouldn't. Very good quality with the paint. I'm always kind of worried about the paint chipping and everything, but very, very nice there. Now, I did already take this one out for whatever particular reason, but I also from that booth I got the O's Taja door lock seed, and this one I have already put batteries in, so this one does work. It's not the LED one, but this is a very nice O's Taja door lock seed that I got from the same booth. And then from a different booth, I got the Hibiki lock seed, which also works. Although this one already had batteries still in it, these ones did not. But as you can see, this one's a little bit more worse for wear on the paint, so I probably should not have picked it up because I don't like it when there's that much paint chip on it. But this was in that bin of stuff that I got the Battle Kazaki and stuff for I think it was 2 things in there for $5 or something like that, so not that bad. But that's everything I got lock seed wise. Let's see. And I grabbed both of the Ressha that are sitting in here. Because I got this one. I got the Aba Ranger Ressha, which is the first time I've had one of these Super Sentai Ressha, which are kind of fun. I don't have a Toku Changer or anything like that, but Aba Ranger / Dino Thunder, or I guess really Dino Thunder is my favorite Power Ranger season, so I like just having this little Ressha. And these are fun looking. I do like these quite a bit. I think they can wheel around and stuff like that. So got an Aba Ranger Ressha, and then I know that I also grabbed Ressha-wise. I grabbed a Build Ressha, if I can find it. But I'm not getting a grip on it. Oh, wait, hold on. Here's the cards. Here's the third pack of cards. So we'll take a look at those in a minute. Here it is. The Build Ressha. So this is I believe, candy toy version of the Build Ressha. Because I don't think there was Gashapon ones back then. I don't think so. There might have been. So it's at least a candy toy version. It doesn't have the port to connect to a deluxe mecha or anything like that. So that's 2 Ressha. So, something fun. Speaking of Super Sentai, I got a couple hidden discs, which I've never had before. And I have nothing to use these with, but I figured, these are pretty neat. So you have one that have all the Shinkenjers there. which is like that. I think it's like that eye catch graphic where like they spin around. So when you spin the sword, or when you spin this disc on the Shinkenmaru, you would have the team not focused apparently, like spinning around as you spin the disc. So I do like that quite a bit. And these are big compared to their like American samurai counterparts. So I got that one. I got the lightning one because it was lightning. I like how it keeps focusing on like the center of the disc, like it's focusing on the lock seeds through there. But there's the lightning disc. And I think I got one more disc. I think. If I'm not mistaken. I did. It's like this sword slash disc. Or like this whirlwind disc. I think this one was used. I think the lightning one was also used. I know the Shinkenger one was just like a toy line exclusive one. But a couple hidden discs. Why not? Let's see. We got a couple of shift cars. So this one's kind of beat up, but this is a special, like, I think this is a Talabukun version of Speed that you could like put stickers on, and clearly somebody had. So here's a bunch of random type Speed stickers there. Now, unfortunately, my drive driver, the shift brace, is not working. I dug it out of storage the other day, and it's not working. So I can't use these like Shift Technic, which I ended up getting the special Gashapon like see-through engine version. So that's pretty fun. So I didn't know I was going to be collecting these see-through engine versions, but I accidentally ended up getting a couple. Like, there's another one down here somewhere. Where is it? There's so many full bottles in here, but we're not to the full bottle part of this video yet. I know there's at least 3 more shift cars in this bag. Here's one. Here is Formula 02, which is Jackie. Montarn Jackie Spawner. Yeah, so this is a candy toy version of Jackie, if I remember correctly. So I'd never got the Formula ones, which I did talk about in my, or I talked about these cars specifically in my Drive Driver video, so be sure to take a look at that. Hidden sounds or unused sounds from the Drive Driver video is one of my favorite ones that I've ever made. But I finally got one of the Formula cars. I also got another one of the Formula cars, which was FO3. And this is close enough, I guess. I got Signal. Oh, I remember this one. Magarlu? Is that what this one is? Or is this I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it's Magarlu, right? The turn one. So this is the one that comes with the Zenrin shooter. So some of my logic between some of these gimmicks that I got was to get ones that come with deluxe toys that I don't necessarily want to track down someday. I just don't really care. And so this is one of those. Like, I don't have any Signal bikes. This is my very first Signal bike that I've ever gotten. And this comes usually with the Zenrin shooter, so I figured why not get it, because I don't really care if I get the Zenrin shooter ever someday. Even if I ever bother to collect the rest of these, because it's been years since Drive, and it's like the first time since like 2015 that I've had any shift cars in my collection, or anything like that, so, you know, why not? I also got shift car-wise, which I thought I was grabbing the regular version of this. Oh, hey, here's a Terra Gordon Judenshi. I was looking for that. So, I did get a couple Judenshi. I got the Deboss version of Parasagon, which is not in here anymore. I also got Zactor, Tobaspino, what else? Onkidon, and Terra Gordon, because I'm trying to get all of the main 10 at least. So there's Terra Gordon's Judenshi. So that's a pretty fun one that I grabbed. I never found like Buntaki. I didn't find Drykera or anything like that. Now this is a one-off gimmick that I got. I got one Astro Switch, the Flame or Fire Astro Switch. I don't have a Forze driver. I really want a Forze driver, but maybe that will happen someday. Let's see. I also ended up getting... No, that's not a shift car. I'm trying to find the other 2 shift cars that are in here that I know are in this bag. Here's one. So here is a Sparner, FO3. This one is a deluxe Sparner. So I got FO2 and FO3, but I did not find Marntarn, the first FO1, unfortunately. But that's okay. I can try to find that someday. You know, at least I feel a couple of gaps in my Drive collection. And then the last shift car, if I can ever find it in this bag, it's Funky Spike. So I finally got this one. I totally thought I was grabbing like a regular version, and I realized I grabbed the like special Gashapon engine one. But yeah, never had Funky Spike. So now I have a version of Funky Spike. And like I said with Technic, I guess I'm accidentally collecting these engine variants, which was not my initial goal, but it's fine. I can definitely accept that. So that is pretty much everything that was kind of all over the place with gimmicks as I kind of angle the camera down. A lot of the rest of this was like intended, like I actually had an intention with what I was grabbing. Everything else was just, let's continue to fill the bag. But everything else I grabbed for a purpose, which was all of the Signal Bikes, full bottles and icons. So starting with some full bottles, I got Cobra here, which is usually with the Trans Steam Blade, and I don't know if I ever care to get that, so I figured why not. I also really like Bloodstark, so I did grab Cobra. Speaking of the Smash bottles, I got this one, which I think is Zebra, if I remember correctly. This was a Candy Toy or Gashapon exclusive one, so I got one of those. Let's see. There's another one that's like that in here somewhere. Right here. And that is another Candy Toy Gashapon exclusive one, which is Hammer, which the cap doesn't really want to stay centered, but there is the Hammer full bottle. So that is 3 of these like false, Smash full bottles. I grabbed Magma, which I do really want to get a cross Magma, like, the punching glove thing someday, the knuckle. But I figured this is one of those things I just filled the bag with, was just this random cross Magma bottle, which I think registers as Dragon, maybe, in the build driver. We'll check it out in a second. Speaking of Dragon, though, I did get a Dragon full bottle, because I do not have the Cross Dragon, Dragon Lock, or Dragon Key. Was it Key Dragon? Key Dragon is one of my all-time favorite build forms, and I have Lock because I got that to go with my Gaim collection, but I never had Dragon, and I love Ryuga, so finally have Ryuga's Dragon full bottle, which is really cool. Speaking of really cool full bottles, this one was in there, which just really shows you how much good gimmicks you could get for $20. This is the Gashapon exclusive empty full bottle. This one's pretty hard to find, and I really like it. It doesn't do anything, that's the whole point of it, but I really like the empty full bottle. That just looks pretty neat, so I grabbed that. I also grabbed, because this one was a Telebi Kunpakken, the Telebi full bottle, which I didn't realize until a couple of hours ago, that this sticker has been applied upside down. It should be facing this way for Kuma Telebi, so I will try to fix that somehow if possible, but don't have Kuma yet, but at least I have Telebi now. These ones are the Gear Engine and Gear Remocons, and I grabbed 2 of them each. So I grabbed 2 of the white ones, and I grabbed 2 of the green ones, and the reason why I did that, if I can even find the other green one, and the reason why I did that is because in the X-Aid and Build film, there's versions of these that are red and blue instead of green and white, so I grabbed an extra of each so I could make the red and blue ones. But one of these is Engine, and one of them is Remocon, which Remocon is the best match with Crocodile, which I do not have, and Engine is a best match with Bat, which I also do not have, so that's kind of unfortunate. But speaking of best matches, to complete some best matches, which, where is it in here? I think this is the final full bottle, if I'm not mistaken. I grabbed this, which is the Rider System Evo bottle, which I don't think it has the little piston gimmick, because this is a Candy Toy version, but I grabbed this because if you use this with the Super Sentai full bottle and the build driver, it should unlock the Kamen Rider sound. Now, there is a Kamen Rider full bottle that I don't have, but this should also substitute in for that if you want to make the superhero time sound in the build driver, which, speaking of the build driver, alright, so we have a couple little full bottles to test out here. So we have Super Sentai, which I got, actually I think this came out in a Project Unlock episode a couple months ago. I got it on Mandarake. So it does work. So I can finally do that, which is pretty fun. And then if I grab Dragon, I can finally make this best match as well. I love it. So finally able to do that after so long. And then I'm not really going to make any best matches or anything, but here's just some other sounds. So those work. The empty one does nothing, I'm pretty sure at least. Yep, does absolutely nothing. Here's Telebi. So that does recognize that as Dragon, which is what I thought. We got Cobra. Shimama, I guess, is what, I'm pretty sure that's Zebra, right? And then Hammer. Nice. So that is all of the full bottles that I got from this. We can go ahead and turn off the build driver. And there's a couple of other little stuff in this bag. Okay, so here's some of the other remaining stuff in this bag. So I got this Attack Engine Soul. I have no idea what Engine Soul this is, but the battery compartment popped off. So let me try to reattach that real quick. But I'm pretty sure that's the last Sentai gimmick that was from this bag. Oh, I'm attaching it upside down. I definitely am. So that is an Engine Soul that I got. So there's that. I don't even know. These are like little Gashapon somethings. It's like a very tiny Fize Ride Watch and a very tiny Ore Ghost Icon. Which, I don't know. I thought that was kind of neat. So I do have those now. And then speaking of like ride watches and stuff like that, the last like big thing in here is this, which is the Taka Watchroid from Geo, which is the last of these that I did not have. The little gimmicks, which how does that, is that, oh, I guess that's all there is to it. So I did not have this one yet. I already had the Fize phone, I already had the Suika arms, but I never had this. So that just adds one additional thing to my, I guess, technically ride watch collection. So this was like $5, nothing too crazy whatsoever. And then since I showed it off, I started with this, the little Weeble Wobble thing that I got, is I got Rutaros from Den-O. So, you know, they just stand up, they don't fall down. You can kind of bump them and stuff like that because they have a little like ball that stays them there. And what's funny is that my buddy Adam, little Adam87 on Twitter, he got one and he didn't want his. And his was also a Rutaros. So I have two Rutaros, which is kind of funny. And then here's a Fize. I don't think this is regular Fize. This might be regular Fize Wizarding, which was still in this bag. But that is everything. Everything else in this bag is like the Play School Heroes figures that Will gave me and everything like that. So we'll just go ahead and move the bag off to the side. Because I am going to take a look at the Wizard and Ghost stuff in a second. But let's go ahead and look at these cards. So these are some Ganbarizing cards that I got from the Anime Jungle booth. Now, technically these should work, I think, in the Neo Deca driver that I have. At least some of them should. I think, right? But I didn't really get them for that. I just got them because I think the artwork on these cards is always very pretty. I accidentally ripped this bag pretty bad, so I guess we're just gonna slot these cards out. Well, this one's in a sleeve, so let's take a look at what we got. So we have Kamen Rider Black RX, which looks like the decayed Kamen Rider version. We have Den-O Sword Form. We have O's Tataba Combo. We have Gatak, like that a lot. I don't know who these are. These are something from, is that Sky Rider symbol? Or Super One symbol? So I'm assuming these are some kind of grunts from either Super One or Sky Rider. Pretty sure that's what that symbol's from, right? That's a cool one though, I like that. We have Double Heat Metal, very pretty. We have this dude from Sky, oh that's Sky Rider symbols, that was Super One I think. So we have this monster dude, which looks very fun. I like that quite a bit. We have Double Luna Metal. We have Ryuki. We have Kuga Dragon Form. Is that just regular dragon form? Yeah. We have Blade. We have, oh, this pretty cool one of Den-O Sword Form and Momotaros. We have Decayed. Oh, I like that a lot. We have Kuga Rising Ultimate. Really like that a lot. And this is the evil version with the black eyes. We have Agito. We have Heat Metal. We have, this is Castle Doran. Is that the name of it from Kiva? So that's very cool. We have another Agito here. A lot of these are actually in sleeves, which is very interesting. We have Ixa, Shadow Moon, Skull, which looks really cool, a Kamen Rider card for V3, Sagozo combo, which is kind of foily, pretty neat, New Den-O. This is, oh, let me try to think of it. Is that Kamakiri in there? So it's Lion Kamakiri Bata. So that is La Kama Ba or something like that. So that's a fun one. We have double. Ooh, I love that like reflection. But we have double Cyclone Joker Extreme. We have Kiva Basha form. This is the good version of Kuga Rising Ultimate. Ooh, Axel, one of my all-time favorite riders. Love that. We have Knight, another one of my favorite riders. We have this is the main villain of Skyrider, isn't it? The great leader of some version of Shocker or something, right? Isn't that what that is? I'm pretty sure about that. We have Decayed. We have Cyclone Joker Gold Extreme. We have Hibiki. We have Kuga Mighty Form. Ooh, Shroud from Double. That's really cool. That's a really neat card. We have New Deno. We have Urotaros. We have Luna Joker. Oja, love that. We have another Heat Joker. We have Decayed Complete. Negataros, really like that card. This is that same Deno Momotaros card we had earlier. Got to Kiribati combo. Cyclone Trigger, really like that one a lot. These guys are from V3, so these are Destron Troopers. Ooh, we have these. I think these are called what? Chaps from Black RX. With I always know him as Count Dragon, but I know that's not who he is. What is this one? Oh, this is Doros from Zeto, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We have Fies Excel. We have Axel Trial. We have Kintaros. The same Rising Ultimate Kuga. Luna Metal. Ooh, very holographic fancy card of J. A change card for Super One. Langle. Cyclone Joker Double. These are some people from Skyrider. Oh, and this is one of those villain sort of riders from the Deno and Decayed film. So, very cool little haul of cards there. I quite enjoy that. So let's kind of just group these all up together and put them over there. So there is that. Now, the final thing, as I get these card sleeves out of the way, the final things that I got were all Wizard or Ghost. And there is quite a bit of it. So, the big things that I got was I got a Ghost Driver, finally, which I've always wanted. And I'm going to angle the camera this way now, because we're going to take a look at all these Ghost icons. And then the other thing that I grabbed was this Wizard Driver. So I do finally own a Wizard Driver as well, which is pretty neat. So we'll put that over there. Now the Wizard Driver doesn't work the best. We'll see if it actually is going to perform correctly here today. Well, it actually does. So sometimes it doesn't want to actually turn on. So the electronics in it are a little wonky, but that's okay. I'm not super concerned about it. But I'm actually going to move these drivers out of the way because we don't have a lot of room for what I got to show off next. So basically, now that I have a Wizard Driver and I have a Ghost Driver, I got a ton of gimmicks that go along with those two drivers. And I don't know where to put this Wizard Driver. We'll put it up there. So, as you already saw in that bag, because I forgot to take it out, we have this Fies Wizard Ring. But then the rest of it, I put into this box for my fan. So I don't know why I put it in my fan box. But here's everything else I got from Morphicon that is related to Wizard or related to Ghost. So I got a Ryuki Wizard Ring. I got an Axel Wizard Ring, whose ring piece is in that green bag from earlier. I got a Amazon Wizard Ring. I got a double Wizard Ring. I got a Axel Trial Wizard Ring. And was that it? I think there was one more, right? Maybe not. But the rest are Ghost icons. So let's see, what Ghost icons did I get? Pretty much like the whole toy line. So we're just going to grab them all. We got Newton, which is a deluxe Newton. We got a deluxe Houdini. We have a deluxe Newton, which is what came with the actual Ghost Driver. We have a deluxe Charles Darwin. We have a this is a Telebukun version of Pythagoras. We have the Telebukun version of EQ. We have the deluxe version of Robin Hood. We have the deluxe version of Himiko. We have the deluxe version of Goemon. We have the deluxe, or not deluxe, this is a Candy Toy version of Spectre. We have the Gashapon Candy Toy version of Drive. I just bumped the camera. We have the deluxe version of Musashi. We have the deluxe version of Billy the Kid. We have the Candy Toy Gashapon version of Columbus. We have the deluxe version of Tutankhamun. We have the Telebukun version of Showa Rider. We have the promotional campaign one of Kamehameha. We have the deluxe version of Sanzo. We have the deluxe version of Napoleon. We have the deluxe version of Ryoma. We have the deluxe version of Dark Ghost. We have the Candy Toy Gashapon version of Double. We have the deluxe version of Benkei. And we have a Candy Toy Gashapon version of Tokon Boost. We have a Candy Toy Gashapon version of O's. And we have the deluxe Deep Spectre. And also we have this special orange big wizard ring, I think is what this is, which I forgot to grab. So, got a couple ghost icons. Clearly, ghost icons won in terms of this gimmicks. Because I guess just like nobody wanted ghost icons. So like, every gimmick that's on this table here that I looked at, that I showed off here, and including those ranger keys from my last project unlock, $60. Or I guess since I got them from multiple booths, probably like $75 when you put it all together. And then I spent $55 on the ghost driver and $30 on the wizard driver, which is not too terrible. So I finally actually have something to use ghost icons with, because I already had a couple ghost icons before I did this. But now I have all 15 of the heroic icons, which I'm going to show a clip of right now of some of the icons that I already had before this. So before my Morphicon haul, here's what I have with ghost icons already in my collection. I just couldn't do anything with them, so I had the special glittery version of Grimm, deluxe Beethoven, deluxe Ore, Candy Toy Gashapon Nightingale, Heisei, the special like metallic version of Ichigo and Wizard, deluxe Nobunaga, this glittery version of Houdini, and then over here in my Gaim collection I also had regular Gaim as well. So now I can finally do something with these ghost icons and all the other dozens of ones that I got from my Morphicon haul. And with that, I think that is going to finally do it here. So let me just kind of pan across here. Take a look at all that. So look at all of these gimmicks that I got from the Anime Jungle booth, from the what was the other, the Toy Planet booth or whatever it was, from Power Morphicon. So I say I definitely won out. So I'm very happy that I finally have a ghost driver as well. This is one of my favorite looking drivers that I never had before. And now that I have Wizard and Ghost, I have every main driver from Wizard through Geats. And that just is pretty cool to have. So I need to track down an O's driver and a Forze driver to have every driver from Double through Geats, because I have a CSM Double driver. But yeah, I say this is a pretty good success. I'm definitely still missing some icons, like the other Rider ones. There's like some other random ones out there, like Santa Claus I don't have, or like any of Necrom's main ones, or, well, I mean, I have Grimm and Sanzo, but like his main icon, that kind of stuff, Mugen, Sin Spectre, all that kind of stuff. So I guess I'm going to probably try to track those down at some point, but this is a pretty good start. This is a very significant chunk of the Ghost Icon collection, and this helps fill out shift cards, it helps fill out full bottles, lock seeds, wizard rings, you know, just some other miscellaneous stuff that I took a look at here. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video haul of my stuff that I got Kamen Rider related, and a little bit of Sentai from Power Morphicon. And of course, you can check out a bunch of other videos from all the other stuff that I got during my Morphicon haul here on Toku Topics. And you can follow me on Twitter at LiveRangerKey or LandingFigPR, and I'll see you all next time.